While coronavirus has been getting most of our attention lately, the presidential primaries haven't stopped. And just today, you might have already heard Bernie Sanders has ended his presidential campaign. The Vermont senator made the announcement in a call with his campaign staff.
While this campaign is coming to an end, our movement is not. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. reminded us that, quote, "The arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends toward justice," end quote. The fight for justice is what our campaign has been about.
And Sanders dropping out of the race clears Joe Biden's path to the Democratic nomination in a showdown even with President Trump, of course, in the general election in November. But the Kansas Democratic Party is still encouraging voters to register if they haven't already and to use the mail-by-vote process. Democrats say this could set an example for the rest of the country when it comes to voting during this pandemic.
So we know that a lot of voters are going to be disappointed about Bernie Sanders' recent departure from the presidential race, but we still want to encourage all voters to get out and vote by mail. Right now, Kansas is offering the nation leadership and how vote by mail works and how whenever we make an election as inclusive and as accessible as possible, voters turn out and we see our democracy thrive.
And the Kansas Democratic Party is also a primary, that is also unique because it uses a ranked choice voting system. And you rank your top 5 candidates, and if your main candidate doesn't reach the 15% voter threshold, the votes will be reallocated to the next candidate on your list. And you might be thinking, well, Brooke, they've all jumped out of the race, so why would there be other candidates on that ballot? Well, the funny thing is, our political analyst, Dr. Bob Beatty, was just in within the last hour, and he showed me kind of an example of what the ballot looks like. And Sanders will still be on that list, as well as Tulsi Gabbard and Elizabeth Warren, and of course, Joe Biden as well. So that's why you'll kind of see a mixture of different folks on there, not just Joe Biden.